Hello you juicy people, your free games dealer is back with an overview of free to play, free to keep or free to taste with the tip of your tongue PC games. So stick that bad boy out and let's jump right into Off the Grid, the next game in line to take the top spot on the Battle Royale extraction shooter scene. Off the Grid brings some new mechanics into the game inspired by the cyberpunk theme, and that's a good thing. One of the pretty cool things about the game is your ability to find and upgrade your limbs in a true cyberpunk fashion. You know, like better legs, better arms and a better ding dong on Ultra Kill. The combat is precise and buttery smooth, which is important in these types of games, and the added in-game quests and missions help to add a level of juiciness to the game, ensuring it doesn't get too dry too quick. So if you're interested in a battle royale / extraction shooter, then check this bad boy out. Next, we take a look at Warhammer 40,000 Warpforge for you card game lovers out there. A free-to-play digital collectible card game set in the 41st millennium, whenever the hell that is. Warpforge brings together the major factions of the Warhammer 40,000 universe as digital cards for players to collect and do battles with in brutal and fast-paced skirmishes. It's actually mostly brutal towards your wallet, and this game has microtransactions ready to stretch your bumhole beyond recognition. And I guess that's more or less the norm these days. To be honest, I couldn't be bothered to download it, and that's from someone who loves the Warhammer universe. I'm pretty sure that the deck you get to start with is absolute garbage, and I guess that plus microtransactions is why this bad boy is sitting in with mixed reviews. Anyway, if you want to take yourself out for some torture, check it out. Listen, if you want to stay up to date on free games and get them served to you in this quick and quirky setting, then do us both a favor and smash the subscribe button to get the games on tap. Oh, and as always, links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description and they take you straight to the deal, so no googling required. Next, feast your eyeballs on an interesting one, Fragpunk, the fast-paced 5 vs 5 hero-based first-person shooter featuring power-up cards that give the game an interesting twist. It's a good looker with satisfying gunplay, and for one, I like this sci-fi styled art style. It's not actually out yet, but you can sign up for the playtest on the Steam page linked in the description, and you just have to hit the request access button and wait a few hours. I think I waited like 2.5–3 hours or something before I got access. Should be the same for you. Next up, we take a look at a funky platformer with an Italian twist. In Pizzapocalypse, I think it's called, you play as a chef where you master your pizza moves in to traverse a corporation-ridden town in this cartoony 3D platformer. A game made by students in around 12 weeks. That's impressive, I can barely get dressed in 12 weeks. It's currently sitting in with positive reviews, and if you decide to take this bad boy out for a spin, be extra nice and let the students know by leaving a nice review for them on the Steam page. Next, an even quicker look at Oh Baby Kart, which doesn't really require that much explanation. It's a free-to-play karting game with ultimate and abilities sprinkled all over the place, and the game modes are like Race Royale and a good old Grand Prix to set the mood. So if you're missing a karting game, my homie, look no further. Next, we take a trip down memory lane as we look at Fast Food Simulator Prologue, which is only here because it reminded me of the 4 days that I worked at McDonald's before I got fired. This game is a business management simulator. Here you can run your fast food restaurant and work with your friends to expand your business, take orders, make burgers, yada yada, increase profit and so much more. Now, you might still be thinking, how does someone get fired from a McDonald's in 4 goddamn days? Easy, you go up to a customer who said something really racist to you and then you slap him across the face with a Big Mac sauce gun. I still remember seeing the Big Mac juice fly and defy gravity as it hit the ceiling, so you better know that that guy gets deja vu every time he passes a McDonald's. Those were the days, really. Anyway, back to this Fast Food Simulator Prologue, which you can take for a spin on Steam, and it's sitting in with positive reviews. I want to take a quick jump to the Epic Store where you can claim a total of 4 games this week. Empyrion Galactic, Outliver Tribulation until the 17th of October and then being replaced by Adam Eve and Kardboard Kings starting the 17th of October. Empyrion Galactic Survival is special. It's a true space sandbox survival adventure, uniquely combines elements from space simulation, construction games, survival games, and first-person shooter. Here, your goal is to construct mighty capital vessels, sprawling planetary settlements, and vast space stations in your galactic journey to discover the mysteries of Empyrion. It's a kind of build anything, anywhere type of game, which are always fun. It was released back in 2020 and first time hitting the Epic Store this week. And alongside Empyrion, you can claim Outliver Tribulation. This is an atmospheric, story-driven action-adventure third-person shooter that blends gameplay elements and combat styles from the survival horror and Souls-like genres with African mythology. You play as Bolani, a soldier on the run from insurgents, who mysteriously ends up in the realm of Tribulations, a supernatural realm where you must undergo an ancient ritual to regain passage to the realm, or so she believes. It's a fairly good looking game with decent gunplay and an interesting setting that we don't get to see very often in gaming. It was created with Unreal Engine, so expect some juicy graphics for your eyes along the way. These two juicy titles that I just mentioned will be replaced with Adam Eve, which is an adventure visual novel game sprinkled with bit over the top action added spices. Here, you become Adam Eve and take control of your own path as you are one of the most powerful superheroes in the Invincible universe. You will unravel a mystery and balance the dangers and responsibilities of being a superhero with the relatable challenges of everyday life. This is a neat little game with a surprisingly fun turn-based combat. If you enjoyed Amazon's Invincible series or the comics, you'll probably enjoy this one as well. But as you can imagine, this is way less diabolical than the series and has a lot more of a feminine appeal, if that's even something. I mean, not that I'm complaining at all. I mean, some of the white woman music in this game goes pretty hard. It's currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam and should be available for you to claim on the Epic Store starting October 17th. And last but not least, let me present to you Kardboard Kings, a game where you open your own card shop by the seaside. Here you have the pleasure of buying, trading and selling cards, or just hoard those bad boys to your own collection. The goal here is to earn reputation with your customers, beat your shop goals, unlock new decorations, host exciting events, you know, yada yada yada, run a store that sells cards. And as the first game, Kardboard Kings will be available for you to claim free of charge starting October 17th. While I have your undivided and juicy attention, remember that the Steam Next Fest is set to fire up on the 14th of October, giving you access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of demos for your juicy eyes, ears and fingers to enjoy. In complete fairness, they should rename the festival to Hard Drive Violation Festival, with the amount of games and demos that you will be installing and uninstalling during the event. There are free games and demos for you to play in every imaginable genre. I will try and make a video in the beginning of the week trying to highlight what I think are the best demos for you to try, because that's the high quality type of service that I like to provide. And that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks 1000 for taking the time to watch my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did, subscribe if you haven't, like why not. Thanks a lot for watching, I will see you in the next one. Peace.